tickets at gcenter.com. Steph Curry, 1 out of.
He knows it.
Curry getting to the line here for free throws. Stephen, a couple free throws. Community Foundation gives 8th and 9th. Depending on the next 2 minutes, this would be the best shooting night. The games has become friends with Chandler Parsons.
Curry two men on that play, 2.
So Steph, if you may notice, he's wearing a different set of Curry 6s, just for Cannon. And his children's name are on the bottom of all his Curry 6s, but these are the shoes for the little man. When you beat Denver, the crowd was so insane during that series that Andre Iguodala decided he wanted to become a Warrior. So that was nice. And so Steph was right. That was the beginning of the most amazing 6 years the NBA has seen. Our Taco Bell take, when you think of threes, 10 or more in a game, Steph's done it 6 times. Clay's done it twice.
And then he gets hit on the follow-through. Didn't affect the shot, but he gets a 4-point play possibility. That tells you Steph Curry right there. In just one little capsule, how quickly he can hurt you.
30 career 4-point plays. Leaders Wilt, Rick, and Steph. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say, when it's all said and done, don't be surprised if Mr. Curry is atop the Warrior franchise.
Back to back. This will be their 11th straight loss on the road.
I'll tell you the one thing the Warriors are going to have to adjust as they get to the postseason.
Inside the new offensive rebounds. They're bigger. 285 free throws.
Don't bring up Lou Williams free throws again.
Okay, and he plays 34 minutes a night. Lou Williams plays 26 and a half minutes a night. And he is attempted 476 free throws.
The game with the right elbow contusion. He's icing it in the locker room now. The return is to be determined.
I thought I should ask you about what happened to the Astros last night, but I think I'll pass on the subsequent examination on the bench. And so they took him to the locker room, and so we'll continue to get updates on him. Allie, thanks. Here is Steph at the line. Curry has the all-time.
Lenny Allen, Eddie House, Glenn Davis, James Posey. With this year's Clippers bench, and they're long.
Shaman picked up his second. Curry at the line in Boston.
With each other, build some chemistry, build some trust.
Mentioned nine players 23 or younger. I mean, Spellman is only 8 months older than Marquise Chris. Chris has already been in the league for a couple of years.
When you have a young, gotta love Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's game. And he went to Kentucky, which never hurts.
Steph dropping in the free throw. Halloween, special treat for Warrior gear online at Warrior Shop. And offer ends on Halloween. Right. You know, when things are ugly and you're scuffling and the other team's putting it on you, if you're a leader, you don't stop playing.
Nothing brings us together quite like breakfast at McDonald's. Your morning starts here. Now get the new Chicken McGriddles or McChicken Biscuit for $1.89 each.
Never. Maybe I should have. would have gotten better grades. Should have. I would have gotten better grades.
Finishes.
Well, the one thing transition is loud is Steph passing to Draymond, that time scoring inside now from the line.
Let's get some easier scoring opportunities. Let's get into the paint. We'll feel good about ourselves. Get into a nice.
That's it.
Basket didn't count, by the way. He gets 2 because the Pelicans are over the limit. Warriors in the bonus. They still have a foul to give with 1:50 to play. 61 on the board. Man, that's a lot to give up. And don't forget Golden State yesterday. They went to the locker room at halftime at OKC, trailing 70-30.
His first free throws tonight coming late in the second.
70-30.
His first free throws tonight coming late in the second quarter.
Talk about Booker's defense. That's Kentucky on Kentucky crime.
I speak the truth, though. I love my Kentucky guys, but the man doesn't play defense.
You went to Kentucky, what, 2 years?
No, 3 years.
3 years?
But then I went back and graduated.
McCall will pick up his first. There was something that Steph said during the 4 months when he had the 2 surgeries. He is 19 of 19 this season at 9 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV and in the NBA app.
So what you're saying is he potentially.
Folks back in the replay center. Led by Joey Borgia, they got Aaron Smith and Sean Wright. Number 3 all-time.
Because you get plays like that. Quick release, dead-eye shooter.
It's a 4-point play, and it's a 5-point game. He has not missed this season. Now 7 of 7, 25 of 25. UEFA Champions League returns next week. Round of 16 action begins Tuesday with RB Leipzig versus Tottenham. Coverage begins 3 Eastern. Watch live on TNT and stream every match.
The foul shot. Now, if Reggie Miller was here, he'd say
That's what I'm saying, Marv. I had to say jump in for Reggie. Reggie's at home going crazy right now because you did that.
He missed one against Memphis back in the 2019 season, back in March of 2019, and hits 2.
And if you're playing 21, try to score in the paint over bigger players. It's not just
back
about
early in the first quarter.
So if they're going to lay off of the screener, and then you can't go under with Curry. Curry will shoot all night long. But by going over the top, you've got to clear the screener to chase him off of that 3-point attempt.
Who will score more 3-pointers in today's Nets Celtics game coming up next on ABC? AnswerQuestions.com/pick'em. So Steph Curry has now made 53 free throws in a row. Remember, he barely
always get a good shot at the basket. But any time that Curry comes off a high screen going to his left, if you're going to lay back, he's going to 3-man. He's very unselfish anytime that he's trapped.
And he's now 3 points away.
Games where he barely misses, right? He just goes on a crazy streak of makes.
Points away.
Games where he barely misses, right?
And he's now 3 points away.
Games where he barely misses. Right, he just goes on a crazy
It's not a lack of work ethic.
No.
I mean, we saw history here.
Maybe the next video we see of Steph is where he hits 105 from the wing. Or like off of a smart, draw the foul, little wink. I'm a veteran. This is what I do. I got tricks up my sleeve.